Welcome to the Kansas City Star Varsity Zone. The Star's top-ranked team falls on Friday night. Fort Osage loses 21-14 to Liberty North when senior quarterback Michael Wansing throws a 21-yard touchdown pass to Jack DeGarmo with 4 minutes left. The Eagles get a late defensive stand afterwards to make that lead hold up. I talked to Coach Ken Clemens after the game, said he's never had a team play tougher during his coaching career. I was in Blue Springs on Friday night where the Wildcats upended Lee Summit West 31-24 after an 0-4 start. Look out for the Wildcats, a late season surge. They're now 3-5. Tristan Spruwell ran for 208 yards and 3 touchdowns in that game, and you saw him on our opening highlight. The Star was also at O'Hara, where Center improved to 8-0 with the win against O'Hara. That's the 4th straight season the Yellow Jackets have had at least 8 wins. Amon Ryan threw for 3 touchdowns in that game, including one to Christian Cox, who we caught up with after the game.
This season, it's been real fun for us, being 8-0. It's something that we didn't expect, but it's something that we're really surprised to have, and we're going to build off of that working into the next season, so it's fun for us.
Center and Sedalia Smith-Cotton will battle for the West Central Conference Championship next week. Both those teams are still undefeated in conference play. A lot of conference titles decided on Friday night. Kearney is the last unbeaten team standing in Suburban Blue Conference after a 48-7 win against Belton. Blue Springs South clinches the Suburban Gold Conference with a 39-7 win against Lee Summit North. And Harrisonville hands Odessa its first loss of the season, 55-23, to clinch the Missouri River Valley West Conference. One conference that's yet to be decided, the Suburban Red Conference. But Park Hill comes back for a 38-24 win against St. Joe Central after they were down 14 early in that game. Park Hill's going to match up with Truman next week. Both teams still undefeated in Suburban Red Conference. Truman got a 28-27 win against Chrisman, a late 2-point conversion stop. We caught up with Park Hill coach Josh Hood after the game to talk about that big matchup next week.
And they're going to come out and try to play their Truman-style football, and so we're excited to go over to their place and finish up the regular season. It's going to be a good test for us, and in our ball club, it's going to look a little different than it did, tonight. And hopefully, if we fix our mistakes, we'll come out on plus.
That'll do it for this week's edition of the Kansas City Star Varsity Zone Missouri Recap. We'll be back again next week to preview some of those matchups we talked about. As always, a special thanks to 810 for some of the video interviews you saw, and thanks a lot for joining us.